he needs to go below 5 soldiers if he wants to defend the battle. Because when we get Teferi, things start to look differently. He thinks we have Emperor Eiganjo. That's really good because we don't. He's playing around Think that is not here. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I'm super proud to show you this deck. You will love it. We will fight top Mythic players today. I think he was top 28 right now in Mythic, so this will be the first game and it will be you will love it for sure. And the deck seems to be performing extremely well. We went here, the stats, I think it was 5 wins, 2 losses, so man, in a really high Mythic, that's way over my expectations, and the deck feels absolutely amazing. If you like Bant Control like me, you will love this deck. Invasion of Phyrexia, absolutely amazing so far, and we have some cool additions with the Vinewall. If you don't believe this is a decent choice, watch the games. This will save you from so many mana screws. It makes decks so much more consistent, and thanks to being a creature, it also works very well against aggro decks, because when they have this 4-5 haster, you just block it. So it has basically gain 3 or 4 life, and that's sometimes all you need to win the game. We also have vorracs, so we are hitting our lands consistently, and it means that we can take more value-based hands. We have, of course, joint exploration because we want to ramp in this deck, and the whole idea for the deck, we have Shigeki, and he's doing his thing. But the real hero of the deck is Invasion of New Phyrexia, and this is where the green comes in. With this kind of effect, of course, you make X 2/2 white and blue knight tokens with Vigilance. Vigilance, extremely important ability. And basically every land you get is at some point during the game a 2/2 creature. And that's why we have so many lands in the form of creatures. So when you cast it, you usually absolutely dominate the board, and suddenly you reverse the whole game. And this is something this deck has over other control decks. Normally when you stabilize the situation, it's like your top deck against their top deck, and who draws better, right? With this deck, you just play one invasion. At this point of the game, you always have one, and you force your opponent to draw a relevant card in next 2 turns, or he is dead. And the Teferi, like, you know my feelings toward the aggro Teferi, but to be fair, his abilities actually do matter, and thanks to the vigilance on the tokens, you can crack the battle instantly and remove the biggest threat on the opponent's board, right? With the -3 ability. You tap those knights and you shuffle target non-land permanent. So it actually is kind of a fairish ability, right? Like the Hero of Dominaria thing, and you know how powerful it is. So when you get this rolling, you can absolutely close the game very, very quickly. And even the +1 on the attack and ward means that your knights will be very hard to answer and very tempo inefficient. If he goes for the throats, it's 3 mana per creature, and it will take them a long time. You will see example in the game, they just couldn't do it in time, and you know, they just exploded. So the deck is absolutely amazing. I really think you will like it, and the results show that it's a legit deck so far. So if you don't like meta and you like control, this is a very strong candidate for, you know, some gameplay. So I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the deck. I really think this one is a cool one. And let's go into the games, because today they were pretty darn cool. So tell me what you think. I really think you will love today's video. I'll take it. Make this appear should be pretty good. Go bananas, top 28. Can we make him top 35? We'll definitely try. Alright, officer. Perfect curve so far. That's so weird that he thought about it for so long. So, this will be hard. We have to get rid of the Talia if he has it. I think we have very, very hard situation. Wedding announcement, like 1 Bankbuster too much. We need to hit a sweeper. Alright, he sees we have no interaction. And will he play into the counterspell? Because he will know that it wouldn't reveal a counterspell. And now he's thinking, is this guy having no instance or just no targeted anti-creature instance? And I wonder what he will choose. I'm honestly curious. I think you need to play into it. It's not like we're tapping, right? Oh, it might be. Oh, it's okay. Mighty Fury. He has Talia and Resolute Reinforcements. Talia is better if we have no answer. Resolute Reinforcements is the safe way. And I think he went for the safe way. Okay, that's the land. So it could be Wedding Announcement. It trades really well. I mean really well. If they play Talia then, they cut the curve a little bit. Maybe they have one drop to complement. And then we cannot dig, which sucks. But we have Wedding Announcement, so that should give us a lot of time. Maybe we just hold Make Disappear, but 4 damage in the board. If they have Resolute Reinforcements, I'm not sure what version they're playing. They could have counter spells. Okay, identified correctly. So I think it's Siege Veteran on the next turn or Talia. Even though they didn't play Talia, doesn't mean they want to follow up. Maybe they just go to 3 drops right now. Yeah. And that's a good one. And he can attack with those 2? No, one of them. He's playing very well. This is how you should be playing soldiers, which most players don't realize. And we take the damage, right? Because right now he's battling us in card advantage game while also pressuring the board like crazy. If we attack he won't block, it's way too sus. So I want to make disappear his play, right? But I need Memory Deluge. I need to sweep this officer because before he starts doing 50 cards a turn, and you know he will. Yeah, legit 50. See? Exactly. The whole deck. 1 turn. This is how you play soldiers. It's unfortunately tapped. Isn't it funny? With Emperor we would close this thread, but we don't have one. Alright. This will be hard game. This is one why soldiers are extremely good aggro deck. It's not the normal aggro deck where you just kill your opponent with face damage. This is an aggro deck where you can absolutely go insane value. Look, he always keeps those 3 creatures. And now we answer with Smite, because he cannot draw card in response. It's not like he cares about blocking. And with Make Disappear, we know it will resolve. See? I thought there will be something fishy, and I was so happy to have this Make Disappear. And now, we basically close his turn on the best terms. We negated 2 of his best cards, and I mean, I will try it because Siege Veteran will give the token for it, and Harbin means he needs 4. I mean, he doesn't get 4 soldiers on the next turn, and then we flip, so know what? And we'll probably hit some removal by then, hopefully. I could draw a card, but I want board presence probably. Bankbusters are okay, but Memory Deluge is better. He's playing a weird... I'm a bit scared about, you know, not Pact of Negation, alright, but, you know, the counter spell that they play. Alright. I mean, we know everything right now. We have to play Memory Deluge, he knows it. So unfortunately no other plays available, and we will show him the new cards, which is not my favorite. If we take Farewell, you know what will happen. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, we probably need the land for the next turn, but it... No, just land. We need the mana for the Busters. Unfortunate. Really perfect timing for him. I think he drew it, right? But not sure. Like he is playing very well, so maybe he just waited with it. Because first you want to unleash, you know, the board presence, and then when you start, you know, manipulating the board, this is where you want to play the invasion. And we can start being aggressive. We could make the knights and they are 3-3. Alright. This is a twist. Like, this is the twist you did not expect. And he's like, what? This guy doesn't know how to play Magic. He's not the aggressor, he will never kill me. And I'm like, I have knights, bro. And the reason I'm making this, man, if this gets counter, I get absolutely wrecked and it's not even fun and I will shame scoop. But 95% of the versions do not play the counter spells. And the reason I'm playing this one is Wedding Announcement, because 12-12 in stats is a pretty no joke play, you know? Harbin kills me, right? Harbin usually kills you. I actually didn't play around it. It doesn't, but Harbin into a veteran kills me right now. But what can you do, man? Like, what can you do? This is why soldiers are so great. Myra, alright. So possibly we have a little bit more time. Land. This can be memory the rush into sweeper. So on the next turn we are nearly guaranteed to have a sweeper. Will this be Harbin? Oh boy. So the point is, if I play the Bankbuster and draw with it, I have a chance of drawing like some removal, but to be honest, March doesn't cut it as well. I don't have white cards. Do I just need to risk? If he played Marel, let's count. He had 10 damage here, 13 damage. It was not lethal. It is possible he has Harbin and he will just play it and kill me. So the play we actually have to do, alright, is a bit different. Let's go with the easy choice. That's the easy choice. So right now he goes Myra and 9 damage. He needs to sacrifice 2 of the soldiers, which leaves him at exactly 5. Alright, with this one, what happens? 1 is blocked, 3 are going through. Oh, but we need double attacks because otherwise, man, this is... Alright, I think that might be it. So, he blocks here, then he can block 2 knights with 2 soldiers, and he has 5. We deal 5-7 damage, and that's what we want. He needs to go below 5 soldiers if he wants to defend the battle. Because when we get Teferi, things start to look differently. And thanks to Vigilance, we can get, you know, enough defense. Oh, that's... He thinks we have Emperor Eiganjo. That's really good because we don't. He's playing around Think. That is not here. I'm not sure how he wins then. Alright, so we definitely go like this. So, we counted correctly. We cracked the battle, which is amazing. No 2 legendaries, so it cannot be Eiganjo. I mean, and he loses 3 soldiers, so he's down to 4. I mean, he went for the worst of both worlds, unless I missed something. Right? I get the Teferi, he's on 4 soldiers, and the game should be over. I don't think he made a great play, but we'll see, we'll see. I have 1 timeout. So what do? We can go for bigger knights. This cannot be Resolute Reinforcement, so I don't think he can go above our head. So now the question, do we tap 4 and get rid of Meyrel? Or we go for the ward? I think the ward is better, just because we can trade very efficiently and kill him very quickly. I won't make new creatures, right? I mean, with Wedding Announcement, Bankbusters are actually very, very strong. I want to threaten the lethal on the next turn, and Bankbusters help. So I wanted to go for Memory Deluge, but in retrospect, it's way, way better to go for the Bankbusters, I feel. I still draw some card, Veteran, but is this Harbin? This might be Harbin, man. But I don't like their blocks. I assume he knows what he's doing, so I probably missed something, but I don't know what. Oh my god, I messed up. I should crew the Bankbuster. It's fine, I'm just bad at magic. Alright, so we killed this one. I mean, we trade for one night, so it's actually pretty decent trade. I don't play around Eiganjo because this is just one. Well played, well played. Oh, he got me. He got me there. And we need to crew the Bankbuster because otherwise Myral is in the battlefield, you know? Alright. I mean, we still have... Oh, hi. This is probably automatic good game, right? I mean, why think if you can just play the Sunfall and win the game on the spot? Seems about cool. Oh, but it has no haste. My incubation tokens has haste, okay? They're just a bit smaller. He cannot win against two Bankbusters and the Teferi. And I will draw some cards because maybe I hit something cool. See? Card advantage, Teferi. Right there. Man, I'm proud how we played this one. I think we won. Nice. We got him to top 30 something spot. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this one, because I think that was a good game of Magic. Alright. Pretty good opening, I would say, with Wedding Announcement and Memory Deluge and some nice land. And we are against our bro Remnant, who I think was usually playing some Rakdos or Black decks, right? Let's give him hello. He was extremely good player ever. I think he is one of the players that consistently beat me, and I really feel he always has some insane draw, but you know, he actually plays well as well, so we go with the Bankbuster. Black cannot answer it. If there is a mountain, he can, but yeah, usually I think he plays black decks since a very long time, and he's really good at it. Alright, Wedding Announcement is something they do not like generally, especially that it buffers the Invoke Despair later, so we might get way more benefit than we should with this, and we can take some hits. This is a very good call. I've been playing with the Crystal Grotto at some point, and I really liked it. I should do it more. I always forget, or I run, you know, 3-colored piles, so it's not great there. I mean, Liliana.
You're telling drop it.
Awkward. I will drop a land because I'm nearly guaranteed to hit more, right? And yeah, Vorracs is a very good draw, man. Just please, don't whiff. Please, please don't whiff. Don't whiff. Okay, thank God. If I whiffed, I would probably lose this game. Yeah. Alright, no white cards, so no real, you know, questions here. Vorrac, go. So we could attack with 2 creatures and, you know, stink at 1 royalty for Liliana, but then we lose the thing. Do I want to Cardo? So if he blocks this one, he loses Liliana, and I don't think that's what he wants. But then this is not a creature. This dies, and we don't make a new token. If he has backup Liliana, he kills Vorrac, and that's a high value. I think we do it like this. We have some cards we can discard. Like, the wall is great, but if we have to, I will discard it. And this is a hard choice, because he either loses a board presence, and with token... If I had white card, I would consider exiling the Tenacious Underdog, because then everything is in my favor. But we do not. And I mean, bigger boards should be good. Against black decks you can go super wide, because, you know, there was this card Midhook Massacre, but they stopped playing it for some reason, so I don't know. Just maybe not the meta call they needed. So nobody plays this card anymore, I've noticed, and you can go super wide for this reason. Yep. With Bankbuster and Memory Deluge, I'm not super scared of Liliana. I'm scared of the follow-up of Shorted. Oh, interesting. So they are losing Liliana. I'm definitely taking the hit, man. Enjoy. I think we should be winning this one. Even Invoke shouldn't help. Like, Invoke is what, 1 card? And we already get the full value from... I think we should win this. At this point, this turn is what buried him. Like, he didn't make any progress in the game. So, how do we do it? I will cast Memory Deluge, right? They might have backup Liliana, maybe that's why they play like this. And if I want to play Memory Deluge, I need this land for double blue. And we can crew the Bankbuster safely because it's not like we're using mana for anything else. We'll also draw a card with the wedding announcement. Alright. All mana tap, so we don't need to play around anything. We can fully attack. I'm not blocking the Tenacious Underdog, and honestly, turn 5 Underdog is absolutely not scary. And on the next turn, we might start drawing into Make Disappears, which will close the game fully. I mean, sure. So, we cannot draw into anything that matters, so let's go like this. And this is one of the cool things about Wedding now. Like, is it scary? Like, he cycled Invoke Despair basically and tapped all of his mana. That's not good. And when you are not scared of Invoke Despair, man, you know something is going right. I think this is the play. Alright. Yeah, we should be absolutely closing this game. So, as mentioned, they don't seem to be running this cool card, Midhook Massacre, which means they cannot answer this, and we also can crack the battle instantly, which seems pretty good. Yeah, man, that was pretty dominating. So I could, you know, kill his face, but you can also have the fairy and get it, you know, invoked, which is super fun. So let's play it. And I mean, I honestly will go for the ward because I expect bad things to happen to the fairy, and it is a pain, man. Suddenly he cannot just single point removal, yeah? And like, it's too much stuff. He can answer a lot of it, but he needs like 3 turns and he has 2 maybe. Good game, Remnant. That was as usual a good one. I mean, it's not the perfect hand, but we are going first, so we have some handicap here. So Emperor on the play is much stronger, right? It usually is enough to stabilize a little bit, and then you can hopefully go to Farewell, because you know that every game will be just this amazing, fresh, new deck that you have never seen before. And you definitely isn't seeing it since over half a year. The funny thing, there is at least one person that keeps playing this deck for half a year every day. It has to be someone. Oh, a lightning strike, cool. We actually don't counter it, especially that we don't have turn 3 play, so we don't really fight for the tempo. And if you know mono red, you actually know this is not what you want. 2 mana lightning strike is a really bad tempo play. Like, it hurts a little bit, but they have no follow-up. And now they have to play into the counter spells. And they don't really have a choice, because if they don't play anything, we just win. So, yeah, pretty good on our part to be on the play, you know? I felt that was really good strategy from my side. So, I mean, it's looking okay, not perfect. Squee is still there, probably. Sure, that's actually really good for us, even though he gets card advantage. So that will be a Flame Briefer, right? Alright, and now we need to decide. We can counter it, then main phase the Emperor. Or just go again. Yeah, I think we just play like this. The later we play Invasion, the better. I mean, we could do it on the next turn, but it's not perfect, right? They have play with fire, that fits the plan very well. We don't pain ourselves. Alright, they probably want to play with fire before we play the Emperor, right? So we get some... Oh, that's scary. Alright, not the biggest fan of what happened right there. Oh, it will hurt so much, especially if they have double play with fire. They know we have the Emperor, they should. And we are at 8 against the Warfare. We have Farewell, so they kinda have to... Oh, I should telegraph Emperor more, because I could Farewell on the next turn. That's something I really want to do anyway. So that was a bit bad play. I should play way slower, so they see it is an Emperor, and then maybe they will hesitate. They probably wouldn't, but you know, there's some chance at least. And this is the moment. We are, in fact, invading the New Phyrexia. I mean, it would be better on the next turn, but I think that should be enough. Let's invade. And on the bright side, we can also make a +1. There is a legit possibility we just go for the face, because with the warfare we will die. It's just a matter of when. And we need to close the game before. I mean, Teferi -2. See? Like, we are really dead soon, and we lose the knight because of the warfare, right? They deal 2 damage to one target creature. And I just scaringly looked at my microphone. Am I recording the voiceover? Or just, you know, I will have to do it again after editing. And it's fine, it's fine. Because our opponent is waiting with his 1 card for so long. Wow, that was a hard decision. I have no idea how to play this one. So, he is in full top deck mode. We don't really run counter spells. I think we just go for it. So it's what? 7 damage or 8 damage? Huh. There are some draws that win him the game. There are some that won't. Teferi warfare doesn't really matter right now, right? So we definitely should play the land. There's no downside to it. And I think with match we should be okay. Let's go for 2 turn Lifa. I'm not sure if we can get there, but you know, we need to try. And this is even bigger race against the clock than I anticipated, so they will just draw a burn from the top and that's it. But you know, we can try playing normal game of Magic. Alright, I mean, they didn't. 1 draw. Can we kill them on the next turn? I'm not sure, man. I'm actually not sure. So we go like this. This is the highest damage we can go. That's 10 damage. Alright. Joint exploration. We cannot use the pain lands. Remember, we cannot use a single pain land. No kicker. By the way, kicker kills us. No life gain. No life gain. I mean, this is a land, but that's not what we need. Alright. I wanted some kind of life gain, but you know, let's make it emotional, alright? No, not this phase, the next phase. Alright. Enjoy. Is this the one? Is this the card that wins him the game? No. Oh, so much skill involved in this victory. Oh man, that was close, but you can see the advantage of this build. We can actually kill them very quickly if they don't, you know, finish us off. Man, I like Contagious Vorac way more than I should. Like, it's just this 1 card that always saves me from mana screw, man. I think we are on the play, and that's a huge advantage. Of course, we don't get like perfect ramping with Shigeki into Vorac. Let's see what we are against. Huh. You know what? I'll take it. We have the tap land. We don't really want to play Shigeki against the cut down, so it's actually really fine. Huh. Awkward. Because I expect removal, like go for the throw or cut down. Especially go for the throw, right? I'm not playing the Vorac. I will play it into tapped mana, but not into open one. Alright, so the worst case at the moment. But it's fine. What were the cards? I think there were some Emperors. I should make note. If you want to be... Yeah. Good. That was quality. I want to point out, alright? Let's talk about it. That's the rank, but this was top 700 player in the world. He just scooped on turn 3. Randomly. Alright, opponent goes first. We have Smite into Wall, into an announcement. So we have decent opening. Tapland will hurt a little bit, but it will fix our mana. Alright. We seem to be against mono blue, so that will change situation a little bit. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. We'll definitely see. Shigeki is a good card against them. They cannot counter, but it's so mana intensive, man. Maybe you just play it and force some reaction. I'm not sure if that's the perfect play, but I want them to not be, you know, free to cast this impulse. I've been playing a lot of mono blue, and you don't hit lands or counter spells more often than you think. And sometimes I was so pressured to, you know, cast Impulse to fix my next turn that if someone played into it, even if I had a counter spell, I absolutely hated it. Because this completely destroyed my turn usually. I don't think Wedding Announcement goes through, right? We probably get back Shigeki. We need a lot of mana for this matchup, especially that we are on the draw, so we are at inherent disadvantage with mana base. He has mana base counter spells and we need to make sure they don't work. Alright, let's see. I think we like against mono blue we usually have really bad matchup unless you are another mono blue or just hyper aggro. Like mono red destroys this deck, right? But anything that isn't mono red or Talia just really has a huge issues against mono blue. So of course we are not in favorable matchup. It's probably as hard as it gets. Alright, so he doesn't have tapped mana, so no joint exploration. If he tapped everything, I would consider playing it. We nearly missed the land. Man, you cannot imagine how often I miss lands with Shigeki ability. Okay, Eiganjo stays. It's one of the most important stuff. Alright. I think it's a wall. No, but then we cannot Emperor. So we need to try to hit Emperor, right? Alright, this is our moment. Let's stress him out, because he knows something will happen. We could get Make disappear, but honestly, Emperor will force him to play differently.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like
Yeah,
that.
like it's not like he doesn't know what I will do. Maybe I minus to nothing, or maybe I plus to get 0 advantage. I mean, those doesn't seem like great ideas overall. See? Suddenly, things are happening on the board. Alright. So now we know what's going on. A little wall. What about a Floriferous Vinewall? The wall. Alright, we'll call it a wall. Nearly missed. You could say that in top 6 cards it's not possible to miss a land. By the way, that was important card. Make disappears as well. We don't hit the ones we want. Alright, so now it's interesting. Because if we plus the wall because he wants to bounce the samurai. It's not like the counter matters at all, but you know, a first strike wall. Super crazy. I mean, if he blocks, we can Elspeth Smite this. We could also go for Wedding Announcement and maybe force a counter spell. Is it even... Okay, what is in the graveyard? Make disappear. It might help a little bit. The problem is that it's not like we are getting, you know, a free leeway of not playing anything. Like, we are against double terror and he has Jin in the hand probably. So when we kill them, Jin will come and just kill our face. However, this is a pretty cool thing. Do you want to do something like Fading Hope? The problem is, if he has Fading Hope, I Elspeth Smite, I pay 3 mana total, then he Fading Hopes and I look like a fool. Not the first time. And I have to do it because it's blocking creature. After the damage, it's not blocking anymore. So very awkward situation. But if he does it, it taxes his mana just a little bit. So let's try it. He also might not have the thing. The point is that I need to tap him out, get rid of counter spells, interactions, all of this stuff, and then main phase try to sweep this. And this is one of the problems with playing against mono blue, like, you are at such disadvantage overall. You know what? It's fine. So instead of Fading Hopes, they played this version. It's slower, but it's higher value. Honestly, I kinda like it personally. No legendaries, so we cannot go with the Eiganjo. And he made a mistake, right? Because he should force me to pay the ward first. But you know, mono blue players and mono red players don't need to improve in the game because their decks are so strong, so why would they bother? So I was prepared to tap the mana and then I cannot make another play. Right now I can play Joint Exploration thanks to his mistake, which can dig for a good card. Right, that's not perfect play as well. They showed Spell Pierce, right? So it might be double Spell Pierce or just one counter spell. So let's start taxing them. The tax on the terror is abysmal because okay, thank you, deck. Because I want to -2 the Emperor to force first response or reaction. We cannot go for full invasion, it will get countered. What are the cards in the graveyard? I mean, they're not the ones we want, so let's start like this and see what happens. That's why we pumped the Emperor at some point, because I knew that this will end in... Oh, he learned. First pay the war, never mind, he just doesn't have the interest. I mean, that's weird. I didn't think it will go so easily. So I can Eiganjo and force another reaction and possibly kill another terror. Huh, that's a weird one. I could also play Wedding Announcement and nothing else. I mean joint Exploration at the end step to fish for the next turn. Like, this is something he will counter, right? It means that he cannot kill the Emperor on the next turn unless he has Fading Host, but he plays guys with probably hard counters. Alright, the first one. That's what we wanted. This is what we wanted. So we can play Shigeki if we want to protect the Emperor. Do we want to protect the Emperor? She doesn't do much more than just making Samurai. So I think... Do I want to hit a good card with this? Probably. Not my favorite play, but you know, you do what you gotta do. He sees to bottom, so he knows the card I got is a random top deck. I mean, I assume he follows the gameplay, but you know. And that was one of the cool choices for this game, right? Because if he wants to kill the Emperor, he needs to commit 10 damage. So she just had ability called Gain 10 Life. And that's a good ability, you know? Nice, so we can kill the Jin. He still has probably 2 counter spells in the hand. This might be a Shigeki turn. He knows about Shigeki, so let's just check the thing. Yeah, we can take the hit thanks to our Emperor's ability of... Yeah, he will attack, so we don't need to do it. I don't want to attack. If I attack, I show him that I probably have Eiganjo, which might make him think, and I don't like mono-blue players thinking. It makes them actually scared. Alright. So if I pay 3 for Eiganjo, I can take 1 card only. If I don't pay for Eiganjo and just block and take 13, I take 1, 2, 3 cards. One will be make disappear. Other than this, what, joint explorations? It's not looking great then. I think I just Eiganjo. Let's see. Let's see. If he wants to phase it out or bounce it, it means we don't get the damage. He gets the card though, so that's something for him. Sure. Like, it's always playing against, you know, like, I think we should have like 30-40% win rate in this kind of matchup, so you can feel that we are fighting our way, you know, in the wrong way, like from a disadvantage, but sometimes you make good plays and they fizzle. But honestly, if they play correctly, they should not lose this matchup along any others that aren't aggro. Like, it's extremely good deck against slower decks. So, that's one of the things I wanted to check. So he taps out main phase for this. If we make disappear, then we can go for 4 knights. 8-8. That's not great. I mean, it theoretically might contest those terrors. I will do this in response. Okay, that's the card. This is one of the pieces we needed. The problem is that it won't resolve for sure. So I'm not sure how we do it. We might go for like 2 knights. Because we need to stack multiple threats in one turn, man. Hard counterspell, good. I mean, we are closing to the point when he might lose. Maybe. I don't think he will, but theoretically. He's checking the graveyard, so he expects Shigeki. If he played Negate and he has 2 cards, after so much card draw, he probably has another counterspell. How can we battle it, man? We can play 2 blockers and try to fish for the next turn. But we don't get any value, just 1 random top deck, which could be a sweeper. Or we can just depopulate and eat the counterspell. No, we will just eat the counterspell. Still, that was a creature spell. So it means that if he has another negate, there would be no priority. So we know that either he doesn't have counter spells or it's a negate. And I honestly think it's a negate. But we'll see. This is how we need to... I mean, I could save Shigeki, but it's so crazy slow that I don't think I would get the value. And if he's playing... Oh no... Oh no... That hurts. This card, man, I will have nightmares. Like, every time I grind this blue player down to 1-2 cards, they always play it, and I feel... Alright, we don't play the land. Let's see. Negate, right? I think that was the last cards from before he refilled, you know, infinite cards for no mana. I didn't play the land because he might consider that there's something more, but honestly, there's no better card than this in my deck, so, you know, all he can expect is... Okay, so double make disappear, right? Of course we need to pay. It could be Spell Pierce, so it won't resolve. Let's just see which counter spell will make it Spell Pierce indeed. Alright, I think that was a worthy attempt. We tapped him to the last mana, we forced him to last 2 cards, but if they have too good of a draw, there's nothing you can do, and you just need to try your best. But you can always squeeze this 10-15% win rate that you shouldn't have if you play it right. Alright, we are going first. No blue mana, you'll have to see it. Like, something has to go wrong, right? Alright, we'll go for it because we are on the play with Vorrac, so it means that this comes way faster than on the draw. I know, genius. And at the same time, it should fix our mana. So I think we can survive until then. We have joint exploration, but I probably would... Okay, never mind. It's fine. Of course I cannot have blue mana on turn 2, so that's why we play like this. Invasion of Gobaka. Scary card, but what will he choose? We have double ramp. Okay, Vorrac is not exactly ramp, but with my draws it's actually a ramp for me. I think Vorrac is the best one, right? It creates some pressure. If they play Invasion, it means this is some creature deck. This is a weird sequence, so they need to extremely good 3-drop, right? Because so far they are behind. What did they exile? Invasion? Are you scared about the win cons at this point? Alright, I mean, sure. Is this Vorrac? Nah, it's joint exploration. Just because Vorrac doesn't ramp us and this does. Seraph, sure. Okay, so we know this will be Elspeth smited. So we know that the land is there. Okay, Wedding Announcement doesn't pair very good against this. We also have vorracs as a blocker. Yeah, let's go for the land. I might be short on value, but it should be fine. It cannot go wrong, right? Alright, you can do your magic stuff. And now we will play ours. I mean, that's a nice land base, right? So we have Smite. Smite and Deluge. That's the play. And we have correct mana. So we have double blue here, colorless, and whatever, and one white for the Smite. Hopefully it works, because he really wants to crack this thingy, and he will expect the Emperor, not the Smite. So he will give Vigilance probably and attack. I mean, he can go for a lot of stuff, but Vigilance is the... okay? Yeah. Yeah, probably they reversed resort, so probably Vigilance was first. However, let's see. No protection spells, yeah. And that's a very nice Memory Deluge, and this is why you like 1 mana removal. If we had 2 mana removal, we could not play Memory Deluge and hit our multiple lands on the center. Oh, absolutely great. Okay, we definitely play the land. Invasion of Phyrexia, is it good? I mean, it kinda messes us up a little bit right now. Because it can, like, we cannot block this, so we need some kind of removal usually. I think we might go Bankbuster, so the invasion will be scary. It means we don't like creatures into the board. I think I will go with the Bankbuster, try to draw a card and counter spell. It also means that we can crack the battle a little bit faster if we decide to. So it's getting scary, especially with, yeah, like, he will probably play around, make this appear, unfortunately. And cracking this invasion is extremely not what we want. He might expect the Emperor, but man, he's not playing again around Emperor, and that's a huge mistake. You don't need the lifelink, and if I had the Emperor right now, he would lose the game for no reason. But of course, never punished. So instead we'll draw the land for the turn. Cool. Like, I have low hopes for my top decks, and it works. Alright, and we cannot counter it. Like, he is casting it, but we cannot answer it. We have enough sweepers, so I think we should manage, and we are at 20. So I'm not super scared, it should be fine. We could also try to pressure him back. That is pretty nice. So it's either Memory Deluge for the sweeper, or Invasion. And you know what, I like Invasion. So, as you can see, like, sure, he denied us 2 tokens, but it doesn't super change the situation, and he could get rid of, you know, ramp spell that we are using this extra land every single turn since then. So that's a no joke. Maybe Bankbuster will die. I'm fine with it, I have second one on Memory Deluge, and that would get rid of one of the cards. Scarf cannot block. I know this thanks to one of the comments, because I actually forgot at some point. No idea why. First you know, then you forget, and then someone reminds you. Alright, and 3 cards to go. Scarf will grow as well with the Light Shield array, so it will get scary, but I think we can survive 1 turn. Alright, that's actually perfect for me. I still crack the battle, unless he... yeah, I cracked the battle. And what's up with the lifelink? This is literally the least impactful ability, I would say. Vigilance is the most important one, but sure, I mean, why not, I guess. I mean, I can crack the battle, right? So, combat. Let's see, maybe he has a Eiganjo or something, but I'm risking it. I also attack with both knights. As you can see, I don't care about his life total. Like, he will explode at 27 probably, like, where's the difference? And some mythic plays are mystery to me. Alright, and we have the completed Teferi, the aggroed one, the planeswalker that was the banner of control decks, and now he just buffs some aggro knights. Alright, so what do? We can draw cards and rectify our draw if we care. We could also get rid of all of this and win the game. I definitely play land, and I will have counterspell after Farewell, right? I mean... Wait. Artifact. And a battle. Why the battle is not named here? That's so mean. I mean, we can get rid of artifacts. I can even draw the card. I mean, I'm greedy. I don't think we can lose after this. So, no. Artifacts. Easy. Enjoy. Man, battles. We need New Farewell with just 5th trigger battles. Enjoy your hexproof. Oh, so unfortunate to be playing only artifacts because you want to avoid go for the frauds. Alright, that was a fun one. I'm not sure if we should win this, but we definitely did.